I've got a seat out of the Senate.
A senator's chair. That's amazing. When you get elected to be a senator, they issue you a seat on the Senate floor. This is a lot of history right here.
This is a letter from President John F. Kennedy sent to my dad, thanking him for the wood carving that he carved, portraying John F. Kennedy during the 1960 debates with Richard Nixon.
Okay, the first item is a wooden propeller. The customer claims Charles Lindbergh gave it to his grandma for selling war bonds. That's a huge story, but Rick and the old man are instantly skeptical because there's zero paperwork. The propeller itself is in perfect condition with original specs, but without proof, it's just a cool antique, not a Lindbergh relic. This is classic Pawn Stars, an amazing tale needing verification.
Oh my God.
So what do we got here?
What is this?
This is a propeller passed down to me. It was a gift to my grandmother that was given to her.
Now a new customer brings in a massive ancient gun found in his grandma's garage. Rick identifies it as a Moscato, similar to a shotgun. He explains the dangerous, inconsistent brass from the old days and the proof marks from the Tower of London. The lock mechanism looks overly complicated though, raising his suspicions. He decides to call in an expert. I love how Rick nerds out on historical manufacturing flaws.
What's going on?
What do we got here?
Well, I was cleaning out my grandma's garage. She passed away a couple years back, and I found this thing in the corner.
What was Grandma up to?
I don't know. That's a very good question. Coming to the pawn shop today to try to sell my gun. What I really like about this gun is the thing is huge.
Cut to a hilarious stress subplot. Rick's doctor says he's too stressed, blaming the shop. The old man has the best old school remedy. Back in my day, stress was you got a bottle of Jack. Rick tries stress balls while the old man mocks him. You don't see me playing with my balls all day. This family dynamic is pure comedy gold. Poor Rick just can't win with these two.
So I went and saw my doctor, and all she can say is, I'm stressed out. I already knew I was stressed out.
So what did the doctor have to say?
Said I have too much stress in my life.
Too much stress?
What do you mean, stress?
She says I have high blood pressure as a result of stress, and she thinks it's because of all of you.
The arms expert, Sean, arrives to examine the Moscato. Rick points out the different screws and unique lock. Sean begins his meticulous examination, talking about restoration and replacement parts. He confirms the barrel and lock are from the 1680s, but were restocked around 1740. They recycled everything back then. This gun has lived multiple lives. Sean is clearly thrilled, calling it a primary weapon for ship-to-ship combat.
Earlier today, a guy brought me a flintlock musketoon. If it's real, it could be worth a lot of money, but I'm skeptical. So I called in my buddy Sean to take a look at it and authenticate it for me.
So what are your concerns, Rick?
First off, is it real?
Sean delivers the amazing verdict. The gun is 100% real and all original. Nothing is replaced. Those missing screws, just vacant holes from its restocking. He's in awe, stating most museums don't even have a Moscato like this. Then he drops the value, a conservative auction estimate of $10,000 to $15,000. The customer's eyes must have popped. What a find in Grandma's garage.
A musketoon that dates from around the 1680s, 1690s. The lock is signed R. Allen. That is a well-known English manufacturer of the period.
Okay.
And as you know, they didn't waste anything back then.
Now the negotiation. The customer wants 10 grand. Rick offers 4. They haggle, split the difference, and finally land at $6,000. Rick admits he's worried he overpaid, but the rarity made him bite. He's already thinking about whether it can fire, which would increase its value. You can see the dealer's dilemma, the thrill of the buy versus the fear of a bad investment. He got it.
Now I know 2 things. 1, the musket's real. 2, I really, really want it. Now the only question is, can I get it for the right price? So what do you want for it?
And just say 10.
Okay, without a doubt, I really want this thing. 4 grand.
I do want cash today.
Okay.
Back to the Propeller. Rick brings in Mark, an aviation museum administrator. Mark notes it's a pre-World War II civilian propeller, but he drops a historical bomb. Lindbergh was in the isolationist America First group and wasn't doing bond drives. He doubts the story without documentation. A presentation from Lindbergh would have been in the papers. The family lore is crumbling under historical facts.
My blood pressure down. All right.
All right, man.
Rick,
Hey, Mark.
how you doing? Hey,
Pretty
old
good.
man, how are you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Yesterday, a man brought in a propeller that he believes was given to his grandmother by Charles Lindbergh. So I called my buddy Mark in here, see if we can tie this thing to Lindbergh.
The customer insists his family wouldn't lie. Mark gently suggests maybe a different famous pilot gave it. Without proof, it's just a propeller. Rick and the old man make an offer based on it being just a nice antique, $1,500. They advise him to go home, find the paperwork, and come back. He wisely decides to do more research. Smart move. Provenance is everything with these big-name claims.
Would be in the newspaper.
Right.
That would have been reported.
My grandparents and my parents said this is real. Can't dispute that because they wouldn't lie to me. Why would they lie to me?
My first guess would be that it was a different pilot.
New scene. A guy brings in a keychain he says is from Willie Nelson's 1990 Mercedes. The old man is immediately and gloriously dismissive. This is not my first time at the rodeo. He demands impossible proof. What if I got a hold of Willie Nelson? He even guarantees he'll retire the day Willie certifies it. The customer leaves, determined to prove it. This is a fantastic, quick laugh.
I'm coming into the pawn shop today to sell my keychain that belonged to Willie Nelson in his 1990 Mercedes-Benz. I'm looking to sell this keychain mainly because I have so much stuff at home and
Rick, still stressed, decides to have fun by firing the Moscato. Expert Sean explains its brutal use for clearing ship decks with nails, glass, or rocks at point-blank range. This was nasty, nasty warfare. They load it with black powder and a wad. The camaraderie here is great. They're about to turn a historical artifact into a therapeutic stress reliever. This is how you use history.
I'm tired of being stressed. I'm the owner of this place. I'm gonna start having a good time. And I'm gonna start with this musketoon.
So who would actually shoot this thing?
This was British military, primarily the Royal Navy.
They fire the Moscato. The shot is huge and smoky. Rick's reaction is perfect. In one shot, all my stress went away. It felt so good. He renames it the Stress Reliever. What a payoff! From a risky $6,000 purchase to a literal blast of fun. It's the perfect end to the episode, proving the gun works and giving Rick a much-needed win against his shop-induced stress.
3, 2, 1.
In one shot, all my stress went away. It felt so good.
Wrapping up, this episode had everything. A dubious Lindbergh relic, an incredibly valuable antique firearm, a ridiculous Willie Nelson keychain, and a stress ball subplot ending with a cannon blast. The mix of history, haggling, and humor is why we love this show. The experts made the segments, providing the crucial facts that separate treasure from trash. Until next time, remember, if you have paperwork, you have power.
Moron. So how do you load this thing?
We're going to put the priming powder in, okay, after we load the main charge. This piece of flint.
A customer brings in a literal U.S. Senate chair. It belonged to Senator Pat McCarran, a hugely powerful Nevada senator. The chair has his name on it, and Rick is already geeking out over the history. The customer says it was a retirement gift from a friend who got it at a D.C. estate sale. This is an insane piece of political memorabilia. Rick's excitement is palpable, but he needs proof.
What do we have here?
I've got the seat of power.
Okay.
It belongs to Senator McCarran.
Or at least it used to. He hasn't been around for a while. I mean, this was McCarran's chair. It's got a lot of history to it.
Rick nerds out on the chair's significance. McCarran sat in this during World War II and Korea. He mentions we fly into McCarran Airport. The chair has the right leather, casters, and hardwood. Rick even sits in it, joking he feels like a better person. But he's smart. He's never heard of one being sold. If real, it's a must-buy. He calls an expert to verify it's not a replica. The suspense is building.
A senator's chair, and it says his name on the back of it. The hardwoods that are used, it's got the casters on it. It's the right leather, it's the right design. It is really cool to think that McCarran could have sat in this chair for 20 years.
Cut to a hilarious family subplot. Rick is building a new addition and decides to give the old man a private office with a couch and bathroom. The old man immediately rejects it. I don't want an office. He's happy at his front counter where he can see everything and apparently sleep. Corey calls him out for napping in front of customers. This stubborn dynamic is classic Pawn Stars comedy gold.
It's been crazy around here lately. Putting a new addition on the pawn shop, and there's been construction everywhere. I didn't tell the old man yet, but I decided it's time to build him a new office. Hey, Pops.
What?
We're gonna give you an office.
Don't want an office.
It's gonna have...
New item, a customer brings a framed photo of the Gemini launch signed by multiple astronauts, including Buzz Aldrin. The customer is an Air Force pilot who found it in his grandfather's stuff. Corey calls it the Holy Grail for space collectors. But the problem is immediate. There's no paperwork verifying the autographs. With so many signatures, some from lesser-known figures, authentication is crucial. This could be priceless or worthless.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
What do we have here?
I got a picture of the Gemini launch space program. It's got a whole bunch of autographs from a lot of the astronauts. Buzz Aldrin's on it right here.
You got Buzz Lightyear on there?
Corey examines the signatures. He recognizes Buzz Aldrin but asks, "I have no idea who Wally Shammah is." He notes NASA had astronauts sign for dignitaries, but he's never seen this many signatures on one piece. His concern is valid. Without provenance, it's a huge risk. He decides to call in an autograph expert. The customer is confident his grandpa wouldn't have fakes. We'll see what the expert says.
We're in the actual launch of the Gemini itself.
Do you got any paperwork verifying any of these signatures?
I don't, but I have no reason to believe that they're fakes. I mean, my grandpa wouldn't have anything in his basement that he made up, you know? And I mean, you can tell how each signature is.
Another quick item, a Ryan Newman NASCAR fire suit from the early 2000s. The customer got it cleaning out a warehouse and wants about $2,500. It's a cool piece of sports history, but it feels like a quick buffer segment. The real drama is with the Senate chair and the astronaut photo. Still, it shows the wild variety of stuff that walks into the shop. What's next? A dinosaur bone?
So what do we got here?
Got a Ryan Newman fire suit. I believe it's from 2002, 2003.
Do you wear this thing driving around town?
No. I decided to come to the pawn shop today to see if I could sell my Ryan Newman Winston Cup fire suit. I want to sell it because I am moving and just don't have space for it anymore.
Let's revisit the chair. Rick's internal monologue is great. He says having a chair from an important Vegas senator is a no-brainer purchase, but he's skeptical about why a family would let it go. He wants it badly, but is wisely protecting his wallet. The expert's verdict will make or break this deal. Imagine the weight of history in that piece of furniture. The political junkie in me is screaming.
Lord. So I'm hoping my buddy Mark can help me out.
Hey there, Rick.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Doing well.
Hey, Mark, what's going on?
I'm Mark. I'm the administrator of the Clark County Museum System. What have we got here?
Apparently a senator's chair.
Senator.
Corey's skepticism about the NASA photo is professional. He says they've had success with NASA stuff before, but the sheer number of signatures is unprecedented for him. He calls a buddy from Authentic Autographs Unlimited. The customer hopes the expert adds value. This is the core of the show. Amazing stories meet harsh reality checks. Family lore often clashes with the cold, hard need for documentation.
Of course, I fly for the Air Force now. Figured I'd bring it down here, see what you guys think.
Flying this kind of stuff is like the holy grail for you guys, right?
Holy grail.
Yeah,
so, I mean, this is like the peak of the peak, you know, the mountaintop.
Back in the 60s, NASA was all about trying to get to the moon.
The old man's office rebellion continues. He grumpily agrees to try the new office, but promises, "I ain't going to like it." Rick insists he'll like it. This tiny construction subplot is a perfect breather between big-ticket items. It adds relatable family friction. The old man is a creature of habit, and you can't buy his loyalty with a fancy new couch and bathroom. He wants his post.
Please just indulge me.
Surprise!
This is nice. What is it, Rick?
This is your new office. Big power desk, you got your computer right there, couch. Try the desk out.
We don't see the fire suit conclusion, implying it wasn't a major deal. The episode wisely focuses on the two powerhouse items. Both require expert verification, which is the show's formula for success. The suspense comes from waiting for those expert appraisals. Will they be real? What are they worth? My reaction is already leaning toward probably not as much as they hope.
Well, I know on the internet there's suits like this. I've been going for about 2,500.
Hey, let me get someone who works for me and knows about these things. Johnny.
What's up, Ricky?
Come and check this out. My buddy over here, Johnny, knows just about everything there is to know about NASCAR.
Corey makes the call for the autograph expert. The customer is optimistic, saying an expert could do nothing but add value. That's true, if it's real. If not, it's a devastating blow. I admire the customer's faith in his grandfather, but in the collectibles world, sentiment doesn't pay the bills. You need cold, hard proof. Let's see if Grandpa was a secret space memorabilia collector or not.
Earlier today, a guy brought in a photo autographed by the astronauts of the Gemini missions. If it's real, it's definitely worth some money. So I called up my buddy Drew to come down and check it out to make sure these signatures are authentic.
Hey, how are you guys doing? With Authentic Autographs Unlimited, I'm a forensic document examiner.
The episode starts with a JFK letter and wood carving. A customer has a thank you note from Senator Kennedy, dated January 1961, for a carving of his debate stance. There's even a newspaper clipping. Rick is intrigued but instantly suspicious. Kennedy was insanely busy pre-inauguration. So many signatures from that period are auto pen, machine-made fakes. This is a classic high-stakes history mystery right out of the gate.
What is this?
This is a letter from President John F. Kennedy sent to my dad, thanking him for the wood carving that he carved, portraying John F. Kennedy during the 1960 debates with Richard Nixon.
Okay. In this case, it's from Senator Kennedy because...
Exactly.
Rick examines the JFK signature with a magnifier. He points out the telltale signs. A real signature thins to a wisp. An AutoPen has even pressure. His verdict is crushing. This is AutoPen. He can't buy it. The customer is disappointed but gracious, deciding to keep it as a family heirloom. It's a sobering lesson. Sentimental value doesn't equal monetary value in the pawn world.
Okay, so the one he actually gave Kennedy was Kennedy standing at a podium.
Yes. Here is a picture of the carving. This is an article in the Washington Evening Star. And of course, this was a gesture that...
Now, a John Wayne sword. A Marine veteran claims it's from the film Rio Grande with a certificate of authenticity. He wants $12,000. Rick notes it's gold-plated, which the real cavalry wouldn't do. Maybe for film shine. The customer has a COA from Western Costume Company. Rick's move? Brilliant. He calls John Wayne's actual son, Ethan Wayne, to authenticate it. This is next-level verification.
A hero sword here for you.
A hero sword?
Yes, it was used by John Wayne in Rio Grande.
Hey, John Wayne,
Yeah.
your guy.
Yeah, he was a hell of an actor.
I think they went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Right.
Cut to Corey skipping work. He lied about going to LA to take delivery of his custom-made Harley Davidson. The builder from LA Speed Shop shows off the flawless handmade knucklehead engine bike. Corey is in awe. It's a beautiful piece of machinery and a fun B-plot showing the guys' lives outside the shop. But you just know something will go wrong with this pristine bike.
The plots were almost all the same. You know, save the girl, etc., etc.
So you don't remember the plot?
No, I don't.
I may not remember all the details.
Comedy gold. Within minutes, Corey drops his brand new custom Harley in his driveway. He says it was in slow motion. The builder checks the minor damage to the paint and peg. Corey didn't know whether to cry or laugh. This is the most relatable thing ever. That instant regret and shame when you damage something perfect you just got. The builder takes it well, thankfully.
I hope you have a good helmet, man. You don't want to go down, that's for sure.
I won't wreck it, but it comes with a lifetime warranty, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
There's not a single thing that's not flawless on this bike. I'm stoked to get on it and actually go for a ride.
Back to the sword. Ethan Wayne is in the shop. He shares amazing stories about his dad's start as a prop man and how he crafted his iconic walk. But he's cautious about the sword. Without specific markings, it's hard to confirm. The COA is key. He knows the signer, Eddie Marks, and suggests calling him. This is an incredible insider verification chain happening live.
John Wayne, his son, Ethan Wayne.
What do you got here?
Supposedly used by your dad, a sword from Rio Grande.
Before my time. But cool.
The devastating phone call with Eddie Marks happens. Ethan sends him the COA. Eddie confirms his signature is real, but the stamp beneath it was never on any COA he signed. He declares it a cut-and-paste fake. The document was fabricated. The customer is crushed, realizing his other 5 swords with similar COAs are likely fake too. This is a masterclass in how sophisticated forgery can be.
Hey Ethan, how are you?
So I'm sitting here with this sword and scabbard, supposedly from Rio Grande, and I've sent you the COA.
Ethan, after looking through this certificate,
The fallout is sad. The customer says he's devastated and it was a prized possession. Rick explains forgers will do anything. Meanwhile, the B-plot erupts. Corey's dog, Skiba, has eaten the old man's lunch. The old man yells, "You ate my damn sandwich!" The contrast between high-stakes forgery and petty shop drama is what makes this show brilliantly chaotic.
Certificate has the right signature, but it's still a fake. That's why it always pays off to bring in an expert. It's not for me. Thanks, guys.
You bet.
Thanks.
See ya.
I'm devastated. I really am. I mean, it's one of my prized possessions. Now to find out it was
A regular customer brings in a truly gnarly item, a Civil War-era urethral syringe for treating syphilis and gonorrhea. Chum is disgusted. She's a medical professional tired of looking at it. Rick explains how STDs ravaged troops and prostitutes camped nearby. The treatment involved injecting caustic boric acid. Just the description is enough to make any viewer cross their legs in sympathy pain.
What is that?
This is a Civil War era syringe used to treat the soldiers' syphilis and gonorrhea.
Is that a urethra syringe?
Yes, it was a syringe that went into the urethra.
The negotiation for the horrific syringe is hilarious. The seller wants $300. Rick, clearly creeped out, says, "Think about where this has been." He offers $160 just to get it out of her house and presumably his shop. She accepts, glad to buy something that wasn't put into someone's urethra. A perfect icky end to a bizarre but historically fascinating item.
That really crude, early rubber technology, and it would do the job, basically. I mean, you just insert it and push.
Is that a cover or is that the actual needle?
Well, it wasn't a needle because this wasn't injected. This went into the tip of your thing.
The episode ends with Rick alone, dog-sitting the mischievous Skiba. He admits she's cute company, telling her they might keep her in the shop if she stops pooping everywhere. It's a quiet, funny moment after the chaos of fake swords, dropped motorcycles, and Civil War syringes. The shop is a zoo in every sense, but it's their zoo.
Corey's dog ate the old man's sandwich, and I know how he gets when he doesn't have lunch. Corey's got to take care of this one right now. When are you gonna get back? Skiba is terrorizing my shop.
I'm on my way back now. My battery's about to die. I gotta go.
The dog subplot kicks off. Corey left his dog with Chum, who lets it roam the shop. The old man is furious about the mess. Chum thinks the dog is a good mascot. This running gag of animal chaos contrasts with the serious authentication scenes. It reminds us the shop is a workplace filled with personalities, both human and canine, constantly clashing.
Corey went to LA to check out some stuff for the shop, and he must have left his dog Skiba with Chumley. Chum's the only one irresponsible enough to let the dog run around the pawn shop on its own.
Hey, Skiba.
Why is Corey's dog here?
He asked me to watch her. He didn't have enough time to feed her and walk her and leave for LA all at the same time, so.
Why didn't you leave her at your house?
I don't want her pooping all over my house. She ain't trained like my dogs.
The episode opens with a modern dilemma: advertising. Corey considers a billboard, but Chum suggests going viral online instead, like Grumpy Cat. He immediately tries to take a grumpy photo of the old man, who refuses. This meta-commentary on the show's own popularity is funny. They're literally brainstorming how to promote their world-famous pawn shop, not realizing the show itself is their best ad.
You know, Chum, if you want to try something like that on the internet, you can give it a shot, but don't take up your entire workday doing it.
I'm gonna get started now. No. No pictures of me, man. What about you, boss? Can I take a picture of you?
The first item is a weird limited edition vellum sculpture by Hollywood legend Anthony Quinn. It's called The Child, number 22 of 95. The customer bought it in Hawaii. Rick thinks it's definitely different and not exactly beautiful, but Quinn's art sells well. The customer wants $5,500. Rick is skeptical about the market for this abstract papier-mâché piece and calls in an art expert. This is a deep cut of celebrity memorabilia.
By Anthony Quinn?
That's actually pretty cool, but sort of weird. Is there like a title to this?
The name is called The Child.
Okay, I thought it was going to be called The Owl.
I came down to the pawn shop.
Next, a super cool 1930s Gottlieb penny arcade grip tester. The customer demonstrates how you insert a penny and squeeze to test your strength. Rick loves it, noting Gottlieb was pivotal in pinball history, but the machine is in rough shape. The customer wants $2,000. Rick counters with a brutal $400, citing its needed TLC. The haggling is on. This is such a fun physical piece of Americana.
I came down to the shop today to sell my 1930s Gottlieb grip tester. Anybody that had a penny could walk up to this device, squeeze as hard as they could, and measured how strong they were. I'd like to give $1,500 for it, but...
Bars or a lot of different places.
The art expert Brett arrives to appraise the Anthony Quinn sculpture. He explains Quinn was an artist before an actor, and this relief technique involves pressing paper into a mold. He confirms it's desirable. The big question, value. He says similar works go for $3,000 to $4,000. That's solid, but below the seller's $5,500 ask. Now the pressure is on for Rick to negotiate a profitable buy.
Guy came in with a limited edition vellum sculpture by Anthony Quinn, a Hollywood legend. I know his stuff sells really good. I don't know what this particular one's gonna sell for, so I called in Brett to help. I know it's a Picasso at first glance, but...
The negotiation for the Quinn sculpture. The seller asks for $3,000. Rick says there's no money in it for him at that price and offers $2,000. They haggle, meeting in the middle at $2,100. The seller is happy, having a game plan and sticking to it. Rick gets a unique, authentic celebrity art piece. It's a clean, professional deal where both sides walk away satisfied, which is rare.
A nice, beautiful frame. How about $3,000?
No, I mean, there's no money in it for me at $3,000.
What do you think?
It's neat. I think it'll sell $2,000.
How about 22?
Rick shows the beat-up grip tester to restoration genius Bob. Bob identifies it as an early, rare model built to last in the USA. Rick wants it cleaned up with reproduced graphics. The big question, cost. Bob estimates between $600 and $700. Rick decides to proceed, thinking he can still turn a profit if he sells, but you can tell he's already falling in love with it.
The later ones had big dials on it, but this is one of the first. It's probably been used quite a bit, but it's still in good shape. That's because when they built stuff like this, it was built in the good old USA.
New item, a vintage New York Fire Department badge. The story is wild. It was found in a box of letters from a fireman that the seller's friend's great-grandmother was having an affair with. Chumley takes this one. He gives a hilarious history lesson on volatile volunteer fire companies fighting each other. The seller wants $500. Chum is skeptical but calls an expert. The backstory alone is worthy of a drama.
It's a fireman's pin from New York.
Take a look at it. So you don't sound like you're from New York, my man. Where'd you get it?
I got it from a buddy of mine named Pete. It's kind of got an interesting story about it. His great-grandmother just recently passed away. They found a box that she had secretly hid in the house that had some letters in it.
Bob reveals the restored grip tester, and it's incredible. He took it apart, redid all graphics, had parts nickel-plated, and repainted the 1 cent logo. Rick is blown away, saying it looks better than he imagined. He tests it using 2 hands, cheater. The restoration cost came in at $680. Rick decides he's keeping it for himself because it's too badass to sell. A perfect collector's joy moment.
Now, if you're disappointed and you really don't want it, I'll be glad to take it back from you.
Whoa, that looks amazing. That came out better than I even imagined.
Took it all apart. We redid all the graphics.
Fire department expert Mark arrives. He identifies the badge as belonging to Ladder 51, Engine 35, and traces it to a specific fireman, Thomas McCain, a bachelor who lived at the firehouse issued in 1865. It's 100% authentic and packed with history. This is why experts are crucial. They turn an old badge into a human story. The value, however, might not match the epic tale.
Ah, there's the badge you called me about. Do you mind if I take a little look at it?
Oh, feel free.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. New York Fire Department's the largest fire department in the United States, over 10,000 members.
Oh, wow.
The badge negotiation. The seller sticks to $500. Not rare, and offers $150. They haggle and settle at $200. The seller is slightly disappointed but plans to have fun with the money in Vegas. It's a classic Pawn Stars lesson. Profound historical provenance doesn't always mean high cash value, especially with common collectibles.
This is a very nice piece. You still want $500 for it, huh?
Sounds like it's worth it.
Even with all that great history behind it, I'd offer you about $150, man.
So why do you think it's only worth $150? I mean, this is the New York Fire Department, and it's a big deal.
There's just a lot of them out there, man.
The episode's running gag concludes. Chum tried to make the shop go viral with silly, grumpy cat-style photos of the old man napping. Rick and Corey reveal they printed fake meme posters to mess with him. The old man is furious, growling, "You both irritate the piss out of me." It's a hilarious, lighthearted family prank that perfectly caps the episode's mix of business and comedy.
Those are funny, Chum. I like those. So, how many likes spreading around the internet?
Yeah, I got 13 likes so far.
13 likes.
It's on its way.
All right. Well, we took your advice, do some social media marketing.
A quick cut to Chum's social media efforts shows him taking a photo titled "Arms Crossed Chicken Wing." It's absurd and clearly not going viral. This subplot is a great buffer between expert appraisals, reminding us these are regular guys trying to adapt to the modern world, even if their methods are utterly clueless and hilarious. The cringe is strong with this one.
You didn't post that.
Yeah, we did. Sometimes I get so bored, I actually start working.
These aren't funny. Take them down.
That's what you wanted, buddy. You wanted funny pictures,